What is going on, people? I hope you had a good weekend. I know I did myself. This past weekend, I witnessed my first West Midlands derby. I call it the East Midlands derby. Sorry. I'm not a geography guy. Coventry City versus Birmingham City at the CBS, and I think we know what happened. Now, I'm quickly going to show the highlights in a second, but we need to talk through a couple things today. It was a derby. It was a rivalry, correct. Here's my take on it. I have been watching the championship for less than a year, okay? I am not just going to fake myself into a rivalry. I really want to feel it. I want there to be some sort of catalyst, something that's going to get me like, okay, you know what? I genuinely want the worst for this team in the most respectful way. I'm not wishing for injuries. I just want this team to lose. So the last couple weeks, Coventry have had some big matchups. They played Leicester, they played Birmingham City, they played Norwich. So they've had a tough run of fixtures, right? And I was really waiting and just having an open mind on, I'm not going to make assumptions about their fans. Just going to feel it out, scroll through the timeline, just see how things look, see how my interactions with these teams go. And it's been pleasant for the most part so far. But after this past week against Birmingham City, I am rattled. I will sit here and say I'm the first one to say it. The entitlement of the fans got me. It was pissing me off. So you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at some things today that maybe at one point rattled me. Now guess what? The roles are reversed. So first things first, I need to show you a video from July 29th, 2025. It's a quick snippet. It was on my YouTube channel. It was Bold EFL Championship Takes with Alex Craig, okay? And by the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm Joner Fat Cat. I make EFL Championship and general football content. Sub to the channel if you're new, if you enjoy what you watch today. Also go down there, like, comment. I like to respond to every comment unless you say I look like Berbatov. Then blocked. So let's have a look. This is Joner. That's me. That's Alex. You probably know who Alex is. Now, just listen to this little snippet. It's quick, okay?
Is he going to say Sheffield Wednesday finished 23rd? Because even that's a pretty bold statement. But
yeah, for real.
Win the league.
No. Okay, I'm going to call this one the Stansfield Slum. I don't think that Jay Stansfield will be a starter for Birmingham City by the end of the season. I think he'll score single-digit goals, and I think that Birmingham City will underperform their expectations. First, that's it. If you want to hear the rest of it, you can go watch it. It was posted on July 29th, 2025. Me and the rest of the EFL League followers fell for, not fell for because they're still a good team. They fell for the fact that, they're bringing in all these big names and they were amazing in League One and they were going to come up and they were just going to batter every single team. So it was scary, obviously. But then we know what happened when they came to Coventry yesterday. Let's watch a quick recap because I'm beating around the bush here to what I truly want to get to, which is just looking at all of the people and what they said and laughing at them. Bang, 1-0. Bang, red card. Always a red. Bang, 2-0. And last but not least, bang, 3-0. Absolute battering, 60% possession. They didn't have a shot on target. Easy win, did not show up. Now let's listen to what Chris Clark had to say after the game. No, that's not the manager. That's their center back. He's good, by the way. Chris Davies.
Afternoon here at the CBS, compounded by Jack Robinson's red card. How did you see the game, first of all?
I thought it was close in that first 20, 25 minutes, whenever it was before Jack went off. I thought we were looking okay, strong. I mean, they can obviously...
You could make an argument for it. It was not teetering one way or the other. It was relatively, in my opinion, covered, and they were ahead. But it wasn't like anything insane, like, oh, they deserve a goal.
Scored from a long throw, which was a poor goal from our point of view to concede, but we were well in the game. I knew they'd try and make a quick start, but I thought we went after them. We were pressing quite well. We had a few moments around their goal. We looked threatening. And despite being a goal down, I was sure that
they looked threatening around goal. They had a few goals at the net. So I'm just double checking to make sure I'm not watching a different game. So when did they have a good go at goal? They didn't have a shot on target.
That puts you on the back foot, obviously a goal down. But within all that, I still felt that we had more than enough of a threat to go and get at least a goal back.
They created 0.09 XG in the first half.
Lots of talk about the crime, not quite fitting the punishment when it comes to Jack Robinson's 2 yellow cards. When you look at them in isolation, did they warrant him to be dismissed this afternoon?
No, they didn't. They didn't, and I think what was disappointing was we've ultimately the most decisive factor in today's game was us receiving 2 yellow cards and losing one of our defenders.
No. What game did he watch? What do you mean they didn't warrant a yellow card? He body slammed the guy and then he pulled the guy back as the second to last defender. That was the most obvious 2 yellow cards you could have ever received in a game. One of them, he literally forgot that he had a yellow and he decided to take a yellow.
I mean, throughout that half they were kicking the ball away all the time from our free kicks. That's a yellow card, and it was in plain sight of all the officials, and they did nothing about it.
Cry more. Oh my goodness.
And with that type of thing, that is a yellow card that could lead to another yellow card and a red card. And it's extremely frustrating for me. I've said it a few times. I've said it in almost every...
I would be ashamed if this were my manager. That is a pathetic statement. So you're going to deflect that your player made a bonehead error to get sent off and say,
oh, the other team didn't get yellows for kicking the ball away.
You didn't get a yellow for kicking the ball away either. He got 2 yellows because he battered 2 players.
The ball away, I'd say to them, you're going to get booked. Don't do that. Bright got booked at Blackburn Rovers for doing it, I think. Puts you in a vulnerable position as a player being on a yellow card. But they had blatant examples of kicking the ball away every time we were trying to take a free kick, which is as clear a yellow card as you can possibly get because of the rules. And it's not sour grapes, it's the rules. And if they're adhered to, then either we take a quick free kick, we go forward quickly and we can maybe score a goal, or if they stop us by...
I can't watch the rest of this. Name a more entitled manager in the championship. So the question was, you got 2 unfair yellow cards, which were both clear yellows, by the way, and he deflected and he said that Coventry were kicking the ball away, and if the Coventry didn't kick the ball away, which they did get yellow carded for, Haji Wright was yellow carded for that, then they maybe would have been able to score. If that is the only way that you can score a goal in the championship, you may as well leave the job right now. That is pathetic. You know how much money you spent? And then you're making excuses because they didn't give the other team a yellow card that you couldn't score a goal. That is the most crybaby energy, entitled shit I have ever heard in my life. Do not show that to Tom Brady. If Tom Brady hears that, this guy will be gone tomorrow if Tom Brady hears this interview. Oh, I can't watch any more of it. We got to move on. I said this in my TikTok live, which, by the way, I'm doing live streams for all away games on my TikTok. I'm not someone to go and rub a win in their face, in anyone's face. I'm a gracious winner, but when a team and a fan base acts so entitled, that's when I need to go and I need to look at these receipts. So after they lose, they go and they smash up the bathrooms as retaliation. That bill is going to your club. So that did absolutely nothing. That actually generated revenue and income for people that live in Coventry that would work and repair these things. So great. You took money away from your club. You gave it to the citizens of Coventry. If Coventry finish above Blues, I'll get Lampard's face tatted on my left ass cheek. Someone keep tabs on this guy. Cov depth is absolutely shocking. Should be a good reminder of actually how good our window was, because our depth is probably one of the best in the league. Was this before or after the game? 45 minutes before the game, you're going to go out and say that. And then these guys have players that cost 20 million pounds combined come off the bench for them. And they couldn't even get a sniff on the ball, bro. Stansfield's best play of the game was getting a yellow card for trucking Bobby Thomas. 20 million pounds! 20 million pounds! For that? 5.8 rating? He made 4 passes in the whole game? Bro made 4 passes in the whole game. That's 5 million a pass. And he got hooked in the 77th minute. 0.04 XG. Hey, one of the best performers on the day, though. Considering if you got guys like Asai Samuel, 4.9. How old is he? He looked like Unk out there. His reaction speed is gone. Far past his days. On a day where George Hirsch scored another goal, I'd just like to congratulate Kyoko be naming news numbers. The new 007. See, this is what football is supposed to be about. You're supposed to make funny jokes about your team when they're good and when they're bad. Actually, this is an Ipswich fan, but make it fun. Don't go disrespecting entire cities. Like, it's just crazy entitlement before the season, which is everything. There's one tweet that is hilarious. I gotta find it right now. Dear championship teams, we are not the same Birmingham City that left a year ago. Mark my words, we are a very different club. You're not ready for what's coming. Bookmark me. 1,000 people have, buddy. You are not the same team that left a year ago. You're worse! And you cost 10 times more. Now here we go. Here's a little wholesome one. Woody UK. Well-deserved Coventry. We're utter garbage. And a Chris Davies inexperience of the years of experience of Lampard has really showed today. I have no doubt, even with 11-11, you still would have won. This guy is actually smart.
Just get the piss ripped out of us now, honestly. Like, come on. Fuck me. We've got a player limping off. We've got 10 men. We paid 45 quid to get here and now we're 2-0 down. They're singing songs about us. Come on! Fucking hell!
You know what? You know what? Fair play to that guy. I like him. I like that guy. I don't know why. I just do. Not cutting my hair until Blues can play football and have a shot on target. Yo, this guy is cooked, by the way. That Man United fan. I feel bad for him. But infinite content glitch, to be fair. F it. We will buy the championship as well. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. And you know what? I'm going to leave it at that because I'm starting to feel bad now. But you can buy League One. You can buy League Two. We saw it with Wrexham. We saw it with Birmingham City. They're both good teams. They were good enough to win those leagues. But what I'm saying is the PSR in those leagues are less stringent than, you know, the big boys, the champ, the premiership. So you can buy those leagues. But when you get up here, you cannot buy your way to victory. Your players that were, you know, 3x the value of the players you were playing then are now only 2x or 1.5x, or hell, there's even players that are on the same tier. So you can't just whack in superior players and go and win every game. So if you go in thinking that, look what's going to happen. You go in, you're facing a top team in the league, and you get absolutely battered. You don't show up. So this is just a reminder. As Holland said, stay humble. Stay humble, guys. Stay humble. Thank you. If you made this far, please subscribe. Please comment down below what you think of this riveting, really intelligent content, intellectual stuff, you know, just very smart people that made it to the end of this video. So thanks a lot. And I'll see you on the live stream on Wednesday at 7:45 p.m. Peace.